Most people have no idea what hanging is actually doing to their shoulders. Everyone thinks it's just stretching the shoulders and decompressing the spine, and while that's true, the real magic lies in that it can actually help reshape the part of the scapula responsible for most shoulder problems. Now, the bone I'm referring to is called the acromion, and it's actually part of our scapula, and because of our terrible posture, and believe it or not, the weight of our arms dragging us down for many years, has actually caused that acromion to hook, and it's run out of usable space in our shoulders. So things like our bicep tendons and our ligaments, whenever we put our hands above our head, they actually fray against that bone and cause all kinds of pain and pinching symptoms. Now, the really cool thing about hanging is that when Dr. John Kirsch discovered it as a solution to these shoulder problems, what he found was that when you hang from a pull-up bar, you can actually impose a force great enough that can actually start reshaping that acromion to its original position and gain the necessary millimeters of space, because you don't need much space, to be able to restore full function in most of his patients. He found that over 90% of them actually got to avoid shoulder surgery simply by introducing hanging.
It almost sounds too good to be true, right? It's the simplest solution, just hang from a bar, but it works. So check this out, my friends. According to Wolff's law, you can actually change the shape of a bone based on the degree of mechanical loading. So if you put pressure on a bone over time, depending on the degree of that pressure, you can actually start to reshape it. On paper, this whole thing works. Now, based on the gentleman he was talking about and the study that he did, now while it wasn't published in a peer-reviewed journal, 90 of 92 of his patients, they avoided surgery because they were actually able to change the shape of that bone, and it opened up their shoulder mobility again. It's freaking amazing, and it's free. But check this out. Here's the catch. Most humans can't hang from a bar for a minute. Even if you have assistance with straps or something like that, it can be incredibly difficult, but we can start to take some baby steps toward this. So here's what I'm going to recommend. If you have access to a bar where you can reach the bar but still keep your feet on the ground, you can still sink down into what would look like and feel like a hanging position, but still supporting your body weight based on the degree to which you simply can do it. And if you can start to use some wraps just to help out with that grip, again, you can get into that comfortable position because you do want to be there for longer than a minute, because that's where you can really start to make some changes to your bone. So nevertheless, if you don't follow Scott Bailey, he is a phenomenal educator, and he's always dropping amazing tips and tricks and tactics just to help you feel better and move better in your life. So give him a follow. And if you're dealing with some shoulder injuries, well, guess what? Go find a bar and hang from it. It could change your life.